JSW Steel is under pressure. This is after the Supreme Court has scrapped JSW's resolution plan for Bhushan Power Steel. Ashmit is here to tell us more.
Well, we need a big setback coming in for JSW. The Supreme Court setting the clock back by about 5 to 6 years as far as this entire CIRP insolvency proceedings are concerned for Bhushan Power and Steel. The big takeaway is that the Supreme Court was unhappy on two grounds. Number one, the Supreme Court was unhappy with how this entire process has taken much longer than what had been earlier decided. The resolution plan, there's a window for which there needs to be execution. The Supreme Court said it's been over 2 years since the NCLAT granted its approval, but despite that, there's been little or no forward movement. That is something that, in fact, the Supreme Court has taken very strong objection to. The other is how this entire transaction, where JSW is trying to take over Bhushan Power and Steel, went via the twin route of both the equity as well as optionally convertible debentures. And that, again, is something that the Supreme Court said it is not in keeping with the resolution plan. There's only so much leeway that can be granted, and that the Supreme Court, given the fact that there are multiple deviations from the set process as per under the IBC, the Supreme Court says that it has no option but to set aside this entire resolution plan. So bear in mind, it was in 2019 that the NCLT had granted approval, and since then things had begun to move forward. But the Supreme Court's saying that both at the pre-approval and the post-approval stage, there are a number of violations that the Supreme Court can't keep its eyes shut. It will have to take action, setting aside that JSW resolution plan, with that sending the company, Bhushan Power and Steel, into liquidation, and therefore, in a sense, setting the clock back by about 5 years for this entire insolvency process. Back to you.
Okay, setting the clock back by almost 5 years. Ashmit, thanks very much for that. That stock is down around 6% odd.